So yeah, that's a great question. With respect to working in tech and trying to deal with difficult situations, what are some lessons I've learned? I think one of the most important lessons I've learned is, and anybody that's been through a stressful situation can attest to this. If you've been in a car accident, been attacked, something like that, you get tunnel vision. The second thing that you'll remember is that you don't remember what happened around you. When you're in a stressful situation like that, you get such an adrenaline dump that your vision is focused on whatever the threat is right in front of you, and that's it. The same thing happens in tech when you are chronically stressed. You don't get narrow vision in the same physical sense with your vision in front of you. You get narrow vision and myopic in your creativity. Usually there are other factors that come into play, like you're stressed, you're not getting much sleep, and you're overworked, and your ability to think creatively is diminished. So, oftentimes, I'll talk to people about meditation and how it can be used as a tool to see things clearly. And this is a perfect example of how that actually happens, like in a very real mental sense. It sounds, when most people say it, it's like a woo woo sense, but this is a very real thing. If you meditate and you intentionally are lowering your adrenaline levels and your cortisol levels, you're relaxing that part of your mind. And that narrow minded viewpoint all of a sudden starts opening up without realizing what's happening, really, because people will meditate and they'll just have these epiphanies. They'll meditate and they'll come out of their meditative state. And there are two things that have happened there. One is that they've quieted their own mind, the ego, the little chatterbox, and all the worries and things that are going on. And as you lower your adrenaline and or epinephrine and cortisol, all of the fear mongering part of your mind and the worry part of your mind starts to quiet. In that quietness, you have some space with the opening of the narrow minded view that was induced by that stress response that you had. Options on the left and the right seem to magically appear, and you get these creative sparks of genius. And so this is something that I always advise people. If you're going through a very challenging time, just be aware that oftentimes as you're going through something difficult, you feel like you don't have a way out. You don't have any options. The lack of options stresses you even more. It's kind of like this infinite spiral loop that you can't escape from. It's like you're stuck in a paper bag. But if you take a moment, step back, and start just untying that knot on the inside, biologically, biochemically, all of a sudden the doors start to magically appear. They are obviously in front of you, and they've been there the whole time. That's the beauty of it. So yeah, that's one of the most powerful lessons that I've gotten from going through some scary things, dealing with chronic stress in tech, and applying meditation in my life.